Exorcism. Hey folks, how you doing? This is Tim Black TV. I'm your host, Tim Black. Zakieya Avery and Monifa Sanford are being charged with murder of Avery's two youngest children. Yeah. That's a woman over there. Those are two women. Boy, I don't know. Okay. What they're trying to do now is they're trying to test these women to verify that they're both competent to stand trial. They both say that they are part of a group called the Demon Assassins. Demon Assassins. And that the children, some type of possession was skipping between the children. So they decided the way to deal with that possible demon possession of their children, of Avery's children, was to stab them to death in their living room. You know, this story broke last week around, I think it was the 17th. And when I heard it, because see, I live in Maryland, I'm from DC, I live in Maryland right now. And I was like, okay, this is spooky shit. This is spooky. And I don't know exactly how to take this story. But it's real, it's happening, and they're testing them now. And look, what do you do with people like this? See, this, I'm going to say this, all right? Call it hate speech if you want. But if you kill your children because you think that they're possessed with some type of demonic force, maybe it's not them that are possessed, maybe it's you. And that possession would be derangement and stupidity. Derangement and stupidity. Now, some type of pastor guy says that they were very Christian and they thought they were doing God's work. And see, this is where we get it screwed up, folks, when we believe that these supernatural things are happening and that, you know, hey, look. My mom, she used to think that weird stuff would happen. You know, like she would say something moved or something, you know, that shit just freaked me out, man. And my mom wasn't Creole or nothing. She just believed this stuff. And I take 2 days off doing videos, and I come back and I have to do this shit. And see, that's why I need to take time off doing videos sometimes, because you get Monifa and Zakieya over here, and I got to deal with this. I got to live with the stupidity of doing this story. And I can't even be funny because it's not funny, because two children lost their lives. This happened in Germantown, Maryland, by the way. I live nowhere near Germantown. I've been to Germantown, Maryland, and the traffic sucks. So if you killed these children, see, I don't even want to be funny. But yes, for anybody out there who thought that this was just a white thing, it's a black thing too. Race has no limitations on stupidity or derangement or craziness. And I know in the movies, it's always white people, but the Wayans did make that movie. Didn't they? Yeah, they made that movie. Haunted House or something. This is Looney Tunes. I don't know how else to put this. Okay, now, so let me give you some facts. Some facts. All right. Zakieya is 28. That's the one that looks like a woman. The other one, Monifa, she's 21. And when the cops came in, Monifa had a stab wound on her neck. And she's like, I'm all right. It's just, you know, this big gaping wound on her neck. And the woman tried to also kill the other two children. The other two children, there were 4 children total in the house. All of the children were Zakieya's children. The father of the children lived out of state. And see, you got to see, that's why I say you must be in your children's lives. Because did you have any idea, sir, that this was going on? I don't think you did. I'm just going to say that this man had no idea of what was going on with his kids. Now, the children range from like 1 to 8, if I'm not mistaken. 2 youngest children that were killed, or 1 and 2. What could a 1-year-old be doing that makes you think that she's possessed? What are you smoking? Folks, look, Charge them, throw the whole bookshelf at their ass. Get them off the streets. We never want to see them again. I think I'm safe saying that. We don't need. I mean, even if we say, okay, these women are just deranged, they believe this stuff, and somehow they still. Okay, I hear you. I understand. Still don't want them walking the streets. I don't. Now, you can say you want them to walk the streets when they move near you. But as long as I live in Maryland, I don't want these women walking around. I want them to stay confined. For they come over here and say, oh, Tim needs to be exorcised because he's doing videos. I don't know what goes through the mind with some people. This is a horrendous act. 2 young children have been snatched off the planet. And the details are even more gruesome. Like, they tried to break the children's necks, and they beat them, and they tried to strangle them, and then they tried to suffocate them, and then they said, well, you know what, let's just stab them to get the demon out. You got the life out, you dumb bitch. Both of you. All right. I don't know what else to say, folks. This is just a horrendous story all the way around. It's horrific. Unbelievably horrific story of 2 women who are off their meds. Or who need meds. These women schizophrenic. There is no upside to this story. All I can say is, fathers, please be in your children's lives, or you might have a Zakieya Avery handling your children. And a backup supporter named Monifa Sanford assisting in removing them from the face of this earth. And what's heartbreaking, I'm just going to add this, and we're going to cut this off, okay? Because I don't want to do this creepy story on Friday, all right? I don't want to do this creepy story at all. I wish this story never happened, but it's out there, and people need to know about it, that people are doing this. The cops were called to the house on Thursday. This happened on a Friday. On Thursday, cops were called because some woman in the neighborhood just noticed a child was left in the vehicle unattended with the door open. When the cops arrived, the door was closed. The child had been retrieved. And that parent in that neighborhood is is heartbroken because she feels like she could have done something. Lady, it's not your fault. It's these women's fault. And I want to know more about the Demon Assassin organization. I want to know what their part in this is. See, we need to go ahead and shut them right on down. Shut them down. Public Enemy Chuck D style. Shut them down. This is... All right, I'm Tim Black. This is Tim Black TV. Subscribe. Watch your kids. Ugh. That one Monifa looks scary. They are scary.